Hi, today we're looking at section 8.3, which deals with graphs of sinusoidal functions. So we'll look a bit more about the features of our sinusoidal functions, and we'll look at graphs that are transformed a little bit so they no longer have an amplitude of 1 or a midline of 0. So a sinusoidal function is any graph that has same general shape as y equals sine of x. So we can see this one has the same general shape. It's been shifted horizontally as well as vertically and has had some stretching and compressing going on horizontally and vertically. But it still has the same general shape, so it's considered to be sinusoidal. Now, in this section, we'll be focused on figuring out the characteristics of sinusoidal functions. So we're going to take a look at this graph, which plots someone's Ferris wheel ride. So essentially our y-axis would be their height off the ground, while the x is going to be their time. Now, we want to know what is the lowest point they reach while on the Ferris wheel. So if we look very closely, this low point is exact same on all of these. And that's 20, so this is 10, that's 5. So we're about a y value of 2. Now, if we look at our scale here, we're 160 up here. So here, and continuing on, our highest height would be 160 meters. So our range of our graph would be our y is equal or greater than 2 and equal or less than 160. Now, our amplitude is essentially half the distance from a max to a min. So to get our amplitude, we'll just go 160 minus 2 divided by 2. And that gives us an amplitude of 79. Our midline is exactly halfway through our graph. We can get our midline by averaging our maximum minimum. So 160 plus 2 divided by 2. So we've got a midline of 81. And its equation of a midline, so that'd be y is equal to 81. Now we want to determine the period of the graph and what does it represent. So from this point is at 15, 160. This point here is at 45, 160. So I can simply, to get our period, look at our distance between these two peaks. So that gives me 45 minus 15. So I have a period of 30. So what does it represent? The Ferris wheel does one cycle every 30 seconds or minutes or whatever unit our time was in.